Too much motherfucking trash.
I realized that I became that guy.
What guy?
That Mexican uncle that will do cheap electrical work for beer. That stereotype. I became that guy.
Oh my god. Yeah, you did, Trito.
Yeah, it's like a common, I've seen it in George Lopez episodes and just many things, you know? I just think it's kind of funny because when I picture that guy, I picture like an older, older Mexican that does cheap labor, but he's like also illegal or something, you know, but he'll do it. Probably won't be up to code, but...
Chewy, let me ask you a question. So, how old are you now?
25.
25. You're 25 years old. When did you leave Job Corps? At what age did you...
16.
You left Job Corps at 16?
16.
You never went back to Job Corps after 16?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I went into Job Corps...
Why you take your wedding ring off?
Oh, because I was... When I work sometimes... You thought I was getting divorced already?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
When I put in my little... This is a really popular right here, dude.
I know.
Anyways, yeah, I take it off because whenever I do electrical work or anything...
You don't want to get fried.
I don't want to either catch on something or...
Fuck yourself
But
up.
I wear that work all the time and then I almost get caught. Like, I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't even wear it.
Anyways, I'm sorry, people. I sidetrack shit all the time. I've noticed it's a really shitty fucking quality I have, but...
No, it's not. Because it'd be worse if you're like fucking dumb and no thoughts.
So at what age did you walk away from Job Corps?
18.
You were 18. So how long ago was that now? That's what? That's 7 years?
9 years.
9? You're 25.
Oh, no, you're right. 8 years since I started, and then 5 years since I left. Maybe, no, I'm sorry. Fucking stupid.
7 years since you left. Almost 8, because you're about to be another. Let's just say 8. Okay. So 8 years ago, when you were fucking in Job Corps and you were doing your fucking electrical training and shit, did you foresee all the possibilities at that time, or did you just think, okay, I'm just learning this? Did you imagine a world that you were that Mexican uncle looking at all the electricity, doing the cheap work?
No, I thought I was going to be that guy that this is my field, this is what I'm going to work in, and I'm going to be a journeyman by now.
You can still do it, motherfucker.
I can still do it. I still do it in the plans. It's still in the works. But I was going to be a journeyman by now, and I would hook up all my friends and family, like, professionally and everything. But, like, since I only do this on the side, I'm like, I can still do it, but it just takes me extra more trips to Home Depot for the shit to get the right time. But I've never hooked up a dryer before in my life. And now I'm like, oh, now I understand how I understood, like, oh, okay, yeah, it's 240. But I didn't understand, like, I'm like, okay,
was it haunting you, bro, when you walked away the second time? What? No, not
the second time.
The first time?
It was haunting me.
It was haunting you?
I was telling you, I'm like, dude.
It's so funny.
I'm like, it's not going to work, but I know exactly. Because I don't know why I didn't fucking just YouTube, hey, how to connect I'm like, I thought I knew it all. That's my problem, is like, if I would have Googled it or YouTubed it first, I'm like, that makes more sense. But I was trying to look answers through, like, reading articles, and I suck at reading and, like, trying to understand. But I don't know.
You need to see somebody put it in practice.
Yeah, and then have someone tell me like
why.
Yeah.
Audible.
Yep. And now I understand.
That's so interesting, that a choice in life that you did when you were a child. Like, hey, do you want to do that electronic program? You're like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
A choice that you did back in the day when you were just a teenager has affected and changed the way you live your life today.
And the reason is, too, because it's funny because when I went into Job Corps, they had a waiting period. And then, because there were so many people that were trying to go into electrical, and they let me wait for like a good, almost like a year and a half, almost like 6 months or more.
You were just like not on electrical?
Yeah, they said, okay, you can do plumbing, you can do HVAC, you can do literally anything, CNA. They had a bunch of crap.
Good thing you didn't do that.
A good thing I didn't do that.
Yeah, you're right. That's a trap.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like once you get in that field, you're kind of just like, you can't see anything else.
No, you're fucked.
And then I was like, no, I want to do electrical. I wanted to because my sister's house, the trailer,
fucked up.
It was electrically fucked up. It was always like tripping. And I remember my sister constantly like telling, not constantly, but like, well, yeah, it was like a constant thing where she kept having to call an electrician over.
And it was always not an electrician? It was a Mexican that thought they knew electricity?
No. It was a legit electrician. And then they would come over, and then they're like, yeah, that would be $60. And she's like, cool, $60.
They would just hand him the $60.
He goes, all right. I was looking around. I was like, all right, I figured out your problem. And it's going to be this, and it's going to be another $80 to $100 to fix this.
And really, I don't have that much.
It's like, I thought that's what the $60 were for.
Nice.
It's like, no, that was just a service call. You paid me to come here, and then you pay me for the work. She's like, well, I don't have that money, and I just gave you all the money I saved up or whatever.
Adios.
And some of them were nice enough because I think they were like, oh, you're pretty or whatever, and then they're just like,
I just had a fucking sick fucking idea.
No, I don't think she's ever done sexual work for electrical. But I think some of them were like trying to be like, when you do a nice thing for a pretty girl, you're like, oh,
maybe she'll call me.
Maybe. But he's like,
she's gonna call you next time a fucking breaker breaks. That's what she's gonna fucking call you, bro.
Yeah, she's just like things. He's like a 60-year-old 60-year-old man. He's just like, I'll do it. But maybe they just probably felt bad, Yeah, but I'm thinking like the fact that it was a guy. If it was another guy, it's like, yeah, dude, hey, you don't want to pay up? Fuck you. Go get a job. Go get a job.
Go get a job, you fucking bum.
It's like, oh, it's a girl? Fine. That's what I'm saying. But if it was maybe like a disgusting bitch, he's like, I don't want to fucking be in here.
A disgusting, angry, self-entitled bitch.
Self-entitled,
like,
yeah.
I thought I was going crazy on him.
Yeah.
Fuck you fat fucking white trash bitch.
Yeah.
It's usually white trash people.
Yeah. Did I tell you I got yelled at by a fucking customer?
What kind of customer?
From
Chuck. Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he fucking... So, long story short, I was trying to pick up a container from a Walmart parking lot. Walmart parking lots have a bunch of fucking cars.
You hit a car?
No. And, well, I pulled up and to try to pull his container out. And he goes... The first thing he tries to do... And I met him a couple times already, but the first thing... And he's never done this, so the first time he's done this is like, oh yeah, he's trying to demand me how to do my job. He's like, just do this and just drop it over there and just do that, and I'm just like, yeah, I can't get to this because there's cars in the way. He's like, what do you mean you can't? Because
he wanted you to do it exactly how he wanted you to do it.
Because there was 4 spaces open, and he thought that was enough, just because I could fit in, but I need to like maneuver my way in. Back my way, and there was cars. And there's cars everywhere, and I'm just
it's too risky.
Yeah, and I told him I'm not gonna do that, and then he's just like, you're telling me as a professional you can't do this, and he just starts going off on me. He's like, you guys already fucked me over and this and that. And I'm just like, what are you like?
Look at all these cars, sir.
Yeah, and I tried telling him and he goes, I can do this, and I'm like, hey, I'm happy to hear that, but and I was kind of real professional because he was.
I'm happy to hear that you can.
Yeah, and I was like,
you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, well, because he started yelling at me.
I hear you.
So I'm like, I'm happy you can do it. You can do it, but he's like, you're telling me I'm not even a truck driver. I know I can do this.
How big was the trailer? How long is the trailer that you were trying to put in?
The truck, it's like 26 feet, or maybe more or less, depending, because it's like a roll-off truck, so it has rails and. It's super wide, so it's not like a normal car. And he thinks he's like, oh, he can just fucking... Yeah, I can get in there, but I can't fucking maneuver my way back. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, but long story short, he's cussing me out, and I'm just telling him, like, dude, like, I'm not going to risk my fucking trying to hit a car and shit, scrape it, just to make a customer happy.
Yeah, fuck
Hey, we're going to fucking reschedule it. And I told him I can do it tomorrow morning.
Yeah, next time I come around, make sure there's no fucking cars here.
I was trying to explain that to him. I'm like, look, if you can make sure, maybe like cone off, like, it's just cars, and it's so far back in the parking lot that people go like, I'm like, why the fuck did they park over here? Like, it makes no fucking sense. There's like a bunch of other parkings over there, but they can cone off, and no one's gonna get mad or uprise about it. But yeah, he yelled at me and got mad at me. But that was a couple days before I asked for a raise.
Before?
A couple days before I asked for a raise.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So after this guy yells at you, and you walk away from the situation, do you get on the phone and call your supervisor before he does, like right away, or do you just let the word get to your supervisor and not communicate with you?
Oh no, I have to communicate with my supervisor.
So you call?
The first he goes, yeah, I was going to anyways. I always like call my guys in the office. Whenever there's something, like if I can't get to it, I call them. Like even if there's no one there yelling at me, I go, hey,
just deliver it. Everything went good.
Yeah, no. Just if I can't, because we have an app on the phone just to like track everything. But if I have to, I'll just text him or call. And he fucking says like, yeah. So as soon as he he's cussing at me. He's like, "This is ridiculous," and all that stuff.
What kind of store was this?
Walmart.
Oh, what Walmart? Was it like a manager? What
it was a contractor. They renovate Walmarts inside. They like remove the shelvings and then all that metal shelvings. They throw it into our container.
So it was somebody that was losing. That in their eyes, they were losing money because you weren't able to do what you had to do.
Yeah, that day. Yeah. Because they needed to put more stuff in there.
Yeah, but they couldn't because fucking the cars were there.
Yeah.
And they were like, "What the fuck, man? You're ruining my fucking day."
Yeah. So it's like a money thing for him because we pay him.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, like there's cars all over it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he goes, "Yeah, I'm calling the office right now," and I go,
"Call.
You need to do what you need to do.
Call, nigga."
Yeah. And I get into my car and I'm like, "Hey, don't ever send me back here." I'm very careful. I don't try to talk shit about people behind. Like, cause
don't ever send me here again, because this person's a piece of shit, and I refuse to work with this person.
Pretty much, I just go, "Hey, this guy's being a jerk." Start cussing at me a little bit.
I don't feel safe. Helping this bitch.
He started threatening my life.
Yes,
I might have to go to therapy. But no, I just told him he's being a jerk.
You know what's funny?
What?
I had a guy, like maybe 4 or 5 days ago, said that they were gonna come to my facility and Garner?
Gauge.
We're retarded.
Okay.
Gouge our eyes out.
Hold on. There's a word. I know what you're trying to say.
Gauge?
No, it's not.
I don't think so.
Look it
up. Anyways, there was a guy called me on the phone, and they were like, "Hey," they were talking about their brother not getting medical, like not getting meds, like pain medication. And I'm like, "Bro, that's cool." Gouge. Yeah, there you go. That's a good word.
I started thinking about it when we were talking about cage fighting. No, eye gouging.
Oh, that's a good way to remember. And the motherfucker started getting all yelling at me. He started yelling at me all crazy. And I'm like, "Hey, sir, don't yell at me, man." I'm like, and he kept on yelling. I'm like, "Hey, sir, again, if you're going to continue..."
Who's yelling at you?
The brother of a patient.
Oh, okay.
On the phone. And he goes... I go, like, "If you're going to continue yelling at me, sir, I'm going to hang up this phone." And he started yelling. I'm like, "Sir, you continue yelling, I'm hanging up this phone." And he goes, right before I pulled, I put the phone down.
Oh, they're going to say right before I pulled the patient's cord?
No. He goes, "Fuck you, I'm going to go over there and gouge your fucking eyeballs out." And I'm like, click. I just hung up on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was like, people get crazy, man.
Yeah.
People get crazy.
They get ballsy over the phone too, huh?
People get ballsy, yeah. I'm like, bro, I could hang up the phone, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't have to fucking, like when you're one-on-one with somebody, you have to fucking be, you could always walk away, but the person could always follow you, you know what I mean? Even if you walk away. On the phone, it's so easy. You just hang up from there. And they call again, and you're like, "Hello? Huh? No. Hang up again." You know what I mean? You don't...
Did he call again?
Yeah, he did, but I didn't answer.
Oh, that's funny. You could see caller ID or what?
Nah, I knew it. Yeah. And then Marcos answered it, and the guy was real friendly to Marcos. But he didn't call. He waited. After I hung up, he waited like 20 minutes to call, and I think he kind of like eased
It's kind of funny because people... Well, like the guy I had encountered with, he said, "Hey," he's like trying to yell at me, and I'm just like, this reminded me just like how Zoe acts, my daughter. 6-year-old daughter acts when she doesn't get her way, and she tries. Well, she doesn't do it anymore, but she, how a child would act, trying to get it like, "Hey, I want a toy," and I tell her no, and she's like starts crying, whining, and yelling, and getting mad and upset. That's how a child acts, and it doesn't work on me. It doesn't work with Zoe. Like Zoe starts doing that, she goes to timeout. I don't give her what she wants, Yeah. So that's why it's like, when an adult does it to me, I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking do you any fucking favors. It's like, I'm not, it just doesn't work on me, at least, Maybe some other guys would be like, all right, let me see, but I don't think it does work in general. Some people do it for their kids, and they go, "Hey, yeah, if you stop crying, I'll give you a toy or something."
Yeah, because they don't know. Mm-hmm. They don't know. You know what I mean? They're just people pleasing.
Yeah.
You're pleasing your kids. You're pleasing people because they throw in a little fit.
Yeah.
And those people have been used to being pleased every time they throw a fit.
Yeah.
They're like, "Fuck you. You're not even my kid, nigga." You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know you.
I don't love you. I don't know you. Why the fuck do you think I want to fucking bend out of my way and self-sacrifice myself?
Yeah.
For you.
He's not the only customer.
No.
He's not the biggest client.
No.
They're like nothing. And I'm just like, our company's not like, you lost that. No, I'm like,
no, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you.
They are.
I could have damaged his fucking truck. I could have damaged all these fucking cars. Yep. I could lose my fucking livelihood and not be able to work. I don't want to go to fucking McDonald's. Right. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Fuck him.
But I asked for a raise before that.
Before?
Yeah, like 3 days before that.
And they give it to you?
Yeah. So I went up to... So I was like practicing in my head. I'm like, how am I going to go? So first I talked to a guy that works in the office that's been there for like years. And I go, hey man, just buying a check. He's super friendly to me. His name is Doug. And he goes, he's older. He goes,
you're like, hey, what's up, Dougie?
Yeah, but like we always talk and he always talk about the fights. And Doug's like, and I go, hey Doug, but can I ask you a question?
Can you give me more money, bro?
No, I just go, because I know he's not in charge of that. But he's like... He's in the office, and he's like pretty high up there. He's known the guy he's been there for fucking year, like 20 years or more. Anyways, he's fucking. So I told him, hey man, it was at the end of the day. It was just me and him, and I go, I'm clocking out, and he goes, and I go, hey, by the way, can I just talk to you real quick? And he goes, yeah. He's like, do you think I could ask for a raise? He goes, absolutely, man. He's like, you're the best driver we have. And I'm like, shit, hell yeah, dude.
You got that shit on recording?
Nah. And I was like, all right, cool, hell yeah. And I'm just like, he just tells me, he's like, dude, you need to go. And I go, who should I ask? And he's like, the owner or the guy right below him? And he goes, no, go straight to the owner.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the best way. And he like gave me like a lot more confidence because I don't, I was like, maybe in the office they're talking about firing me,
Yeah.
Coming in late and shit, but they don't care. I've been coming in early though.
Lately?
Lately.
Yeah.
A lot. Anyways, he's like, yeah, no, definitely. You should definitely ask. I don't think, worst case scenario, he's going to say no. But I think he need, like, the amount of people you need is, the owner's name is,
damn, you don't even know the nigga's name.
I forgot. I know it. So there's Christian, there's Doug, and then there's Gary.
That's his name?
That's
Gary?
His name. Gary.
Fucking Gary, man. So you go up to Gary.
So I go up to Gary, they're like 2 days later or so. Maybe like a week later, I don't know, something like that. I go up to Gary and I've been practicing in my head, and I called Robert to try to like role play with him. Say, hey, let me try
role play. Did you guys get this on tape?
Huh?
Did you guys get it on tape?
No, it was just phone call.
You guys should have got it on tape and made fucking a skit out of it.
I know. I was like trying to be serious. Yeah, he was just being gay. He was like, I'll do anything you want, and I'm just like, I'm trying to be for real, and then. But I'm like, yeah, you're useless. And I just I ended that conversation about that. And then I just started like YouTubing in and just like, oh, you just get straightforward. And got some, I don't know fucking, like, how the fuck I've never asked in my entire life.
For a raise?
For a raise, never.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to say. Hey, give me a raise. Like, what should I say? And pretty much I just said, hey, Gary, this is how much I get paid. I get paid $21.75, which is good. To me, it feels good.
But not lately. With inflation.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so stupid.
It feels horrible, right?
Yeah.
So I go, I get paid $21.75, and I was hoping maybe I could, and they give me a yearly raise every single year.
Yeah, they do the same thing with me. They give me a yearly raise.
Yeah. So
and they cap that yearly raise too. Those sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cap it to percentages. Mine is like fucking. If you do bad. No raise. If you do moderate, a little raise. If you do percentages, like 10% of your pay or 3% of your pay.
Dude, that shit smelled burnt.
What?
I think it was out, no?
Yeah, I have the new pots in the truck, but I didn't want to walk away. But I could if you want me to. Get new pots, but that one's almost out too.
Because that one gave me like no.
Wait a minute. Pause it. I'm gonna go get new pots because you're absolutely right. I want to be raping and those shits are gonna cost something.
We're gonna figure out what we were talking about.
Yeah, we took like a fucking 5-minute break and we don't understand what the fuck we were talking about. We don't remember.
Dude, I have no idea.
We're talking about your boss and you getting a raise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. About fucking Gary.
Long story short, I go up to the guy and I go, hey, this is how much I get paid, $21.75. I'd like a raise. And he goes, cool. And I also told him I was going to want to invest into the stock market, like using my 401k and stuff like that. He goes, we got that covered. He hires like a whole company to manage that, and he actively does it. And so he's like, that's good. And then so anyways, I go to his office like the next day, and then because he tells me to go over, and he gives me like up to $23.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's super nice. And he says on July I'm gonna get another raise.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So let me pop this open.
Yeah, man. Fucking Gary. Yeah, you have to that's a mistake people do, man. You know what I mean? Not speaking up. And like when I got my stupid fucking raise,
yeah,
I remember feeling bad about it. I remember feeling guilty about it.
Guilty, right? Because you asked?
No, I remember feeling guilty about asking, remember?
Yeah.
I talked to you about it. And I was like, hey, Chewy. Yeah. I was like, Chewy, remember fucking this person's offering me this much money?
And you use that as a leverage.
I use it as leverage, man. I called her up and I'm like, hey, this person over here, they're fucking offering me a job, and they're offering me a job for this much money. And I love Catalina. I told them I love the place I work. I'm comfortable. I love the people that I work with and stuff. But money is money. And I'm calling you to let you know.
You said that? Money is money?
Yeah. And I called, and I'm like, I'm just calling you to let you know, if there is any way I could get more money, I'll consider staying in Catalina. But if not, then, I'm going to have to put in my 2 weeks. And the lady was like, no, we love you here. We don't want you to go. And started talking shit about the other company and all this stuff. And then they were like, she was like, let me see what I could do. And then she came up with me like within an hour or so to tell me, she was like, yeah, I could give you a raise. And then later on, she gave me another raise. So like, that was last year, bro. And like from now since last year, this time last year, I was getting paid $5 less than what I'm getting paid right now.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you blame for inflation?
Damn, man, that's a good question. Dude, I want to say, this is what I want to say.
Yeah.
I want to say that a lot of people think, I want to say a lot of people think that all this fucking stimulus money was to blame. I don't think so. No. I think what happened here was a redistribution of wealth in a way that we haven't seen in a long time. So when the stock market fucking crashed back in like May of last year, a lot of people lost a lot of money in the stock market. A lot of people lost a lot of money in the stock market, and the stock market went real fucking low. And I remember, like Boeing was down to like, I think they were down to like $50 when they used to be at $200+.
Yeah.
Ford was down to like $5.
Damn.
Stocks were really, really low, And
all the rich people bought.
A lot of rich people saw this fucking massive dip.
Yep.
And they bought into the stock market and they made a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Well, they made a shit ton of money, bro.
That's not anybody's fault except for the people who jumped out of the stock market.
No. Yeah, for sure.
They're like, I want to lose all my money. And they took out all they had a financial advisor on their side. They were like, do not fucking do this.
No, but the bounce back was so crazy, though, Chito. That's what I'm saying. The amount of money that was down on the guts, the amount of money that everything cost was so fucking cheap. And then all of a sudden, this gigantic uptick went. And this uptick didn't stop. You know what I mean? So the bounce back is too high. So all of a sudden, all these other people started making so much more money. But the poor people didn't. You know what I mean? They just didn't make more money.
But that wouldn't affect like the value of the dollar. It would just affect the stock market.
No, the stock market is the value of the dollar.
But the stimulus itself, it like pumped
more money, but not
into the economy. Like most of the money circulating around the U.S. right now was pumped in the last year.
But here's the thing, Trico. It's not like all these fucking poor people hoarded that money and have it under their beds.
Right. Well, nobody.
That money was like that money was put in right back into the economy almost instantly. Almost instantly, bro. None of these fucking trailer park people kept that $2,000 check under their fucking mattress, and all of a sudden there's $2,000 missing.
Well, that's the problem too, right? What will cause like inflation is like you just printed out a bunch of money, give it to everybody around, and it's supposed to stimulate the economy, but it's kind of like having the government hire people to dig holes and then hiring people to cover them up. It's like the money. It's like, okay, well, you're just you hired a bunch of people, let's say, to dig a hole for nothing, and then you hired other people to fucking cover up those holes. Like nothing was added to the value that was pumped into the economy.
So what do you do now? What do you do now? Do you keep poor people poor?
What they're gonna have to do to.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with minimum wage? What are you gonna do? Like how are you gonna equal this out? Because if fucking rent it's $1,000 for a 2-bedroom, and the minimum wage is still fucking whatever it is, $13, $12 an hour.
Right.
How is somebody gonna be able to afford to live off of that money?
Right. Well,
like those $21 that you were like, they were pretty good. They were pretty good 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Those $41 were pretty good 2 years ago, but it's not 2 years ago, bro. Mm-hmm. You know? So, like, did he really grow, or did he just maintain?
Right.
What happened? That's the whole thing about raises. Do you really grow, or do you just maintain?
Yeah. A good way, I think, people are trying to fight inflation, which is not really that good for us, but they're trying to raise the interest rates.
On what?
On, like, mortgage loans.
Of course they do, man.
On just anything that involves with interest that the Federal Reserve couldn't control. They try to raise the interest rates.
Why?
To try to, like, for instance, they go, okay, you're trying to buy a house right now. The interest, like, instead of people having, like, all this, like, so it could also stop the amount of people that are trying to buy as much for some reason, like, because like so many people are trying to buy the houses right now. So it's like, especially coming from California money, I don't know, like it's kind of hard to explain, but if you add interest rates to these things,
I say we need to build a wall
on California,
around California.
Yeah,
build a wall around California. I bet you I would get votes if I ran for like fucking Arizona senator or governor or something. We're gonna build a wall, not in Mexico, California, where the fucking those motherfuckers where money come from. At least in Mexico, they're poor.
Yeah,
they come in. They come in being workers.
Jobs.
Yeah. These people in California, they're making us poorer.
Yeah, exactly.
They really are.
Yeah,
they really fucking are.
Yep. Even Maria, I saw my sister who's huge lefty. She beats you. And
she's like, fuck those Californians.
She posted something on Facebook saying something like, I wish we could just, because she was trying to buy a house, right? Her and her husband were trying to buy a house, and they're like, I wish we could just have like a anti-California, like kind of like you get charged more if you're coming from California,
like a tax, a California tax. It's tax to Californians.
Yeah, California tax almost.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I think that what she said. And somebody in her comment, because she has all these woke friends, goes, this is like a really anti-immigration stance. I would advise to rethink your stance.
Oh, damn. And what did Maria post after that?
She goes, no, I know. It's just that,
fuck these fucking
she's tried explaining it. Yeah, she tried explaining it. No, it's just that it's been really hard to find a home lately because we get outbidded every time we're trying to look for a house. That's all. Like, but I'm like, I was on Facebook, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna laugh at this guy's fucking comment because it's just so retarded. Like nobody, like, I don't know. Anyways. Yeah.
Oh man. Fuck. Dude. So Trey installed this fucking this fucking dryer in my rental property.
That had no...
They're going to kick me out of this fucking place in a couple weeks. And I'm going to blame Chuyito. Because I was adamant. I was like, nah, let's not even fuck around. She was like, nah, bro, let's do it. Because he's an addict, people. He's an addict to a little thing called Spark. Wow. Look at the Spark, bro.
Hopefully not. Hopefully they don't kick you out. I feel really, really bad about it.
No.
But had you not told me, man, I want a dryer here. If you not told me, I'd be like, all right, I guess you're kind of cool going to a... But you thought about it. You're like, it fits right here. I know it does. Go right here, and I can just connect to... You already envisioned it. All we did was add a plug.
That's all we did.
Yeah, maybe... and then nothing you can't undo.
Nothing I can't undo, man. That is true.
Maybe we could just add some paint to that, make it look shitty, like old, like you know how they paint over these fucking faceplates like that? Just paint over it like that.
Make it like, yeah, it was here already, bro.
You think I would paint over a brand new faceplate?
Get the fuck out of here. No one noticed.
Our original deal was fucking stupid.
Our original deal was stupid. We connected two extension cords together. And
that's 240.
You're a retard. I'm a retard. I thought about that shit.
I was like, it might work, but then I started thinking about it, but I don't fucking know. Now I know, like, hey, you know, someone goes, can we just do this? I go, nope.
No. But it's gonna work. No. No, it's not gonna work, sir.
You see, I gained more experience by failure. That's a nice painting, dude.
I like that painting,
It looks like you're in Rocket Point. What were you thinking? Fucking somewhere fancier? You're not above Rocket Point, dude.
I'm not above Rocket Point, bro.
No, that's the first thing I was thinking. Oh, it looks like a hotel view from Rocket Point.
But there's so much greenery.
There's too much greenery.
Oh, man. I'm so sad that you never went with us to Puerto Vallarta, bro. You would have fucking loved it, bro. Yeah. You would have loved it. It's more like Puerto Vallarta.
I could have, but you know, that around that time.
I remember.
Well,
I remember. It's never too late, though. Puerto Vallarta is always going to be there.
Never too late.
Yeah, man. That's a real painting.
Oh, yeah?
An actual painting.
Nice. Right. It looks really good.
That's an actual painting. I got it. I saw it at Goodwill.
Did you stalk the artist?
I tried to. I couldn't find him. Maybe I did find him. I don't know. It didn't look like his type of art.
You want another?
Bro. Dead fucking air. I'm chewing. So, yeah, we installed that fucking dryer.
Does that have a new fucking pot?
Yes. No, it doesn't.
No,
not yet. It's a new pot right there.
Anyway, so you installed the dryer.
You installed
by
the
yourself.
Dryer. I said we installed the dryer, you motherfucker.
No, we did.
I put it in there.
I know. And you ducked it together.
I did.
How did you do it?
Huh?
How did you duck it? Did you cut like a razor blade on it, or what did you do? What did you do?
I just put it on top of each other like this. So it's instead of fitting perfectly like this, if it's like halfways, and then the other half just goes like this, and I just tape it all fucking together. I'm like, dude, there's airflow. As long as there's some type of airflow.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The air needs to go somewhere. It's not going to go back where the heat's from. It's being pushed out. It rises. Yeah, it's being pushed out. So
heat rises.
Yeah. But what was I going to say?
You were saying that you put the dryer.
Yeah. Like, hey, well, no. You were working with that thing like that, and you didn't move that fucking dryer.
No,
you just fuck. Because I just thought about it right now. Because you didn't even fuck with the duck. Did you want to? No, I didn't even think about it.
I wanted to, but I'm like, I'm not gonna fuck with this. I don't need to. So I sat on top of the fucking dryer, and then when I turned it on and I was sitting on it, the belt was like, you know how when you press on it and it's an older dryer, so the belt or something was like hitting, and I was like, oh shit, I got off and it stopped making the noise. I was like, all right, cool.
Did you thought it was electrical?
No, I knew it was what I was doing.
Did you feel like a sitting duck though, man, being on top of that metal fucking dryer?
Yeah, my fucking leg hurt for a second, dude. I had to I had to get off.
Not like that. Like if electricity did get crazy on you, you were like literally sitting on top of fucking metal.
I shake, and I don't notice I'm shaking. Like I know I'm nervous, but I don't notice I'm shaking until I'm trying to do something like meticulous. I'm putting needle pliers.
And you're like this. Oh,
it's like a surgeon. You're like, yeah. And I'm like, I can't stop shaking. I'm like, stop it, you know. But I'm just like, all right. And then I just calm down a little bit. I feel like a surgeon, dude, but I'm a horrible surgeon.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck they would do it, dude. Like this is just electricity. Like imagine trying to fuck with someone's heart. You're like, you know. Yeah. But you would have like a tremendous. But even your first heart surgery, you're like probably like try not to shake as much. There's like a lot of mental game in that because you're fucking with someone else's life with that, you know, at that point.
And not even just mental, man. What if you start just getting older and start just getting tremors?
Oh yeah.
You know, it's just the way it is now. Like I shake still.
Yeah. Nah.
I don't know, but yeah, man, it fucking works, man. I don't have to go to the laundromat ever again until they come and tell me to disconnect it, or else they'll kick me out.
Now that you've added value to the apartment,
yeah,
we're raising your rent 200%.
Really did You know what though, man? When I was looking at the ad online, the ad said washer dryer hookup.
Yeah.
It said washer dryer hookup. Mm-hmm. Where the fuck is the dryer hookup at? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Where did it say that? In the contract?
No, on the ad. Like the ad, like
oh,
it told me like, oh, nice bungalow.
Save that.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Maybe if it's like just a little cheap dryer.
No, I was thinking I could have probably bypassed all this bullshit. Honestly.
And do what?
Gas.
Yeah.
A gas dryer.
You still need to fuck with the vent, right?
Yeah, I would have still had to fuck with the vents and fuck with the gas. Like add a fucking like a piece for the gas.
You don't have a gas brother-in-law, or is that more easier?
It'd probably be easier, honestly.
To hook up to the gas line?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it probably would have been easier.
But I see a gas line like connected to the furnace. So maybe from there.
It would have been from there, honestly.
There's like a shut-off valve.
But I totally forgot about gas dryers. I forgot they even existed.
Yeah, well, the first thing I think about is a dryer and an electric dryer.
Yeah, but there is gas dryers, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could have just gotten a gas dryer, but whatever, man.
This
works perfect, bro. It works perfect. If it fucking works, it works, man.
Mm-hmm. Shit, maybe I should contact them and tell them, hey, man, you guys owe me.
You guys owe me some money
for unit 23.
23. Oh, man. So, I saw the other day when I was at your house, I saw your tool bag.
Yeah.
And I saw that you acquired more tools over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have a bunch of... Well, the other day when you came over, you brought your tool bag. There was all kinds of tools in the tool bag. I'm like, oh, shit. You have some fucking tools.
Yeah, I buy them
over the course of works.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, I could use this tool, but then I'm like, no matter what, for instance, I bought I buy shit by the job, and then I eat the cost because I keep it. You know, I tell them, hey, sometimes they'll go, sometimes I'll buy it when I need to buy it with other people, like stuff, and I tell the customer, I go, so this is what I needed for the job, and this is the tool that I'm going to keep.
Yeah.
And it's like 20, maybe even $50. And I tell them, here's the receipt, how much I spent, and this is not what you need to pay for it. But almost every single time they're like, no, we'll pay for all of it, for everything that's on the receipt. And I go, that's cool. But I don't expect it, because I didn't tell them, hey, yeah, I can do this job if you buy me this tool, you know.
So I saw your tool bag growing, and I'm like, what else is there for you that there's like, for me, for instance, when I was like getting my tools, I was acquiring tools and shit, man. I always wanted to get a fucking a bandsaw. Never got the bandsaw, but I always wanted the bandsaw. You know what I mean? Like that was the cherry on top tool for me. You know what I mean? My bandsaw. Do you have a cherry on top tool that you're like you want, but you're like one day I'll have?
Can't think of it right now, but I'm sure like every time I go to Home Depot, I'm like,
you look at it. You always look at it, and you're like,
because I got everything I need, like, except maybe like the 1/2-inch conduit bender, because I got a 3/4. No, I got a 1/2 inch. I mean, I need a 3/4 inch, the bigger one.
The axe,
dude. That shit's like fucking $60, maybe.
The axe. Yeah, a lot of people fucking. I used to know this dude. That was an electrician también. And fuck, man, he was how the fuck did I know him? I think he was in the construction game. Anyways, he used to live at the trailer park. He was a young guy, and he would always carry around his fucking axe, bro.
Yeah,
everywhere you go.
Even though there's no conduit.
And it was old and beat up, but it looked cool, and he would always carry it with him. Yeah, he fucking his axe.
But I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, man.
That'd be a solid multi-tool. Are you trying to figure out what to give me for Christmas?
Huh?
You trying to figure out what to give me for Christmas?
No, what the fuck? Why would I want to do that? Not like Christmas in a couple of days or anything.
a really fancy multimeter. They're like $80, but I can't justify myself. But if somebody were to give it to me,
it would really fancy multimeter.
Yeah, the one that you could like clamp onto like around big wires, and it can read the amount of electricity going without having to make contact.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but I have an idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just like a little like that, and you open it and you clamp it,
and it just
reads in between. Yeah, like without making actual contact to any metal. But it also has the ones that you can touch.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah. But anyways, how's life, man? How you feeling?
Life is good.
You feeling good? You feeling okay?
Grandpa's going crazy. Did I tell you about that? Mm-mm. My grandpa's going crazy.
Your grandpa, not grandma?
No, grandpa.
I think Betsy's mentioned it.
Yeah, man. Grandpa started losing his shit, bro.
Yeah?
So, like, the other week, remember I told you I was going to go help grandpa with cleaning up the property and shit?
Yeah.
He ended up freaking out on me. He ended up freaking out on me, bro. Did I tell you about that, too?
You did. You told me about the disagreement.
Yeah.
Tell me again.
So, grandpa calls me up. He goes, hey, do you think you could help me clean this property on Friday or Saturday or whatever day? And Saturday. And I'm like, yeah.
And you're not really doing it for the money, right?
No, fuck no. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I can help you. And he goes, I'll pay you. I'm like, Grandpa. He's like, yeah, I'll pay you like $200 or some bullshit. I'm like, all right, Grandpa, but you have to take the money. I'm like, yeah, Grandpa. So I go over there. Early in the morning, I take Annabelle with me. And I tell Annabelle, Annabelle, you want to go help me do clean up Grandpa? Like, I know it's kind of a crappy thing to do, but if you want, if you go help me, I'll give you $100. So I was thinking Grandpa was going to give me $200. So I was like, I'll keep $100. I'll give another $100 to Annabelle. That way she feels like she earned money. Mm-hmm. Anyways, we were there for like fucking 10 minutes, bro. And he's telling me like how to do stuff. Well, he's walking the property with me, which I don't mind. Walk the property.
Right. So what needs to be done?
Yeah, that's something that landscapers do. You know what I mean? You walk the property. Did you ever walk the property when you were doing landscaping?
You have to.
You have to walk the property
with a new employee. You're like, all right, this is where we stop right here, and then this is what we do, and then
I tolerate walking the property. I get it. I understand it. Beautiful. He's walking the property with me, telling me what we need to do. I'm like, all right, Grandpa, I get this. We get to the property, and there's olive trees. You've dealt with olive trees before?
Olive trees. I'm trying to think. I'm sure I have. I'm just
they grow a lot of suckers at the base. There's always a shit ton of suckers that grow at the base. Always.
So you got to clip them?
You have to clip them fuckers. And he's like, we need to clip these. We need to clean up this and all this stuff. I'm like, all right. And I look at Annabelle.
Can I ask you? Does your grandpa know English?
No.
No English?
Very little.
Very little. Okay.
Very, 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 very little.
I gotta say, isn't that kind of weird? Like that, we're such a like minority that we deal with people that don't even know English.
Yeah.
I can't even think of people like Daniela who not known people who don't know English.
Yeah, like how
in her whole life if she lived in Detroit.
Yeah. Like, how the fuck would you even communicate with these people?
The closest immigrants they have in Michigan or in Chicago are Canadians.
Oh.
Canadians.
Yeah.
And they know English.
So Grandpa goes, we need to take these suckers. And I'm like, all right, Annabelle, this is an easy gig for you. Clip these suckers. Clip these suckers. And I'm going to start fucking raking and making piles and throwing piles.
So Annabelle was with you this whole time?
Yes.
Okay.
So Annabelle's clipping the clippers, and I'm like raking, and I'm looking at my grandpa, talking shit to my uncle, just telling him, don't do it like this, just tell him how to work, and I'm like, man, that sucks for that nigga. And I'm fucking raking, I'm picking up, and Grandpa comes up to me, he's like, hey, don't do this. We're gonna do this some other way. I'm like, Grandpa, I'm cleaning up the garbage. Like, the whole purpose of fucking being here is to get this garbage and put it in the truck. And he goes, no. We got to do. Don't do this. Just leave that behind. We're gonna go do this. I'm like, Grandpa, let me do what I'm gonna do. You told me you were gonna do something. You're not doing what you told me you're gonna do. Let me just get a corner and start fucking taking it. Mm-hmm. And he was just like fucking telling me shit. I'm like, Grandpa, you forget, Grandpa. Like, I did landscaping for fucking a shit ton of years. This is not my fucking first time cleaning a fucking property. And he goes, well, I've been doing it for fucking 50 years or whatever the fuck he said. I'm like, all right. You got me there, Grandpa. You've been doing it for a lot longer than I have. But this is not my first fucking rodeo.
Right.
And then he's like, well, this is not, your name's not on the line. It's my name and all this stuff and that. I'm like, cool, Grandpa. I'm like, are you going to let me do what I got to do? And he's like, no. I'm like, Grandpa, if I can't do what I got to do, then I don't know what I'm here for. I don't know what I'm doing here then. And he's like, well, me neither. And I'm like, well, if you don't want me to do something, then I could just leave. And he goes, all right. And I'm like, all right, Grandpa, fucking peace the fuck out. Peace the fuck out. I'm not going to be fucking arguing with you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I left thinking he was just being an asshole. But then like,
you didn't know that he was
losing it? No, it wasn't until the next day or that same day that they noticed that there was something off of Grandpa. Mm. And ever since then, it was like,
has it been downhill since?
It's been downhill. Yeah, it's been downhill. And it got to the point that he couldn't recognize my grandma.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't know who my grandma was.
How long have they been together for?
Fucking like 60 years.
Damn.
Yeah. It got to the point they couldn't recognize my grandma. Couldn't recognize Angel. Angel saw him. He didn't recognize Angel. Angel had crying. And he was still talking. He was saying that he was talking to God, bro. He was saying, I'm talking to God. And he was having a conversation like how me and you are having a conversation. Mm-hmm. There was pauses. Like he would talk, asking questions, and then he would pause and listen to the response. And they would talk back and stop and listen to the response. But he would be like, but don't you think that's okay? Yes, I hear you, Jesus. I hear you. You know what I mean? Like he was having a conversation, and then it got to the point that he started saying words over and over again, and then it got to the point that he kept on like trying to start a word but not finishing it, like hey, like yo, like that. And then it just got to the point that he wasn't talking. Just wasn't talking anymore. And so they took him to the hospital. He hadn't slept, and he hadn't eaten for a couple of days. Mm. So they took him to the hospital. They gave him some IVs. He slept. They gave him some drugs. He slept. He woke up. He started doing fine again, and he started going downhill. And then he got real fucking paranoid. And he was like, he's not taking any medication at the hospital. So they keep trying to do stuff for him or to him, and he's like, "Nah, don't fucking touch me." So right now he's all pissed off. He's like a caged animal right now, man. He's like, "Fuck."
He's in the hospital right now.
Yeah, and he's like yelling at everybody, bro. He's like, "Don't fucking come near me. Don't touch me. I don't want anything. I just want to get the fuck out of here. I don't want to fucking be here." And he keeps yelling. He just doesn't want to fucking be there. He's not getting any medication. He's not doing nothing. He's just fucking yelling at everybody. He does not want to fucking be there. And he's making it very clear that he doesn't want to be there. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I was talking to Angel and I was like, man, Grandpa, he might be delusional, he might be crazy, but he doesn't want to fucking be there. And I fucking believe him. Mm-hmm. This is not him because he's crazy. He doesn't want to fucking be there. So I don't know. Like, what's right and what's wrong? Should we fucking bring him home?
Probably not. It's probably best for him to be in the hospital.
Against his will?
Yeah.
They were talking about restraining him, mm-hmm. Like actually tying him down.
Right. It's probably better for him to be there. How's your grandma taking it?
Grandma's not happy about it. No.
Who's with her right now?
No one.
No one? She's by herself?
My mom took 2 weeks off of work.
Mm-hmm. How old is he?
He just turned 80. He just turned 80 last Friday.
Damn.
Yeah. Everybody came over for his birthday. Grandpa was already nuts. It was a sad fucking birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. His grandpa was already crazy. He was saying some crazy shit. At one point, I just laid in the bed with him, and he was on my chest. His head was on my chest like this. Mm-hmm. My arm was around him, and he just kept on. I was chilling with him for like an hour. I wasn't saying anything. I was just chilling with him, and I started talking to him eventually. But he was just having like a whole conversation with God the entire time.
You think you get dementia?
Me? 100%.
Yeah.
100%. My grandma, his wife, has dementia.
She does?
Oh yeah. She's been having it for years.
So she can handle it better or what?
It's been slow. And my father's mom, she had dementia. Now my grandpa's losing his fucking mind. And my mind's not all there to begin with. You know what I mean? Yeah, I for sure think there's going to be some type of mental problem I'm going to have when I'm old.
I know it's going to have like entirety control of your estate and everything.
Annabelle?
Yeah.
My estate.
If you have one, you know.
I probably am. I'll own something by the end of
what? Fucking 40 more, 50 more years? 80? 50,
yeah.
40 something years?
Yeah. 50 years.
That's more than half of your lifetime, dude.
Yeah.
You got.
I'll have something. I have a pool in a house. I don't know.
I've been looking at investing into stock and shit lately, dude. In the stock market.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fucking use Vanguard, but fucking Vanguard's so fucking complicated. I'm trying to just create a fucking account.
Robinhood.
Fuck Robinhood.
Why?
Piece of shit company, dude.
Why?
They're the fucking same company that when Wall Street was losing their shit, because a couple Reddit posters were like onto their shit, Robinhood stopped their transactions to help the government, because the government told them to, and big corporations did. They said, hey, we're going to lose a lot of money, so can you stop this? Probably illegal. Nothing happened to them. So, and on top of that, they're more like penny stocks.
There was ACM, or
AMC,
and there was GameStop.
GameStop, and there's a couple other like
Nokia, Nokia, whatever. The camera.
Nokia, the shitty older phones. Yeah, so it's like, fuck Robinhood just out of principle, but on top of that, it's just more like penny stocks at the end of the day. Like, you can invest, which is not a bad idea, but they're investing like little bit. Like Vanguard, what? You can buy like, so I've been learning a lot more, like, because it's so fucking complicated, I'm fucking stupid. Because I can't, like, I have to watch like the same videos over and over again for months, dude. I've been on this for fucking months, nonstop on my headphones, and I'll take a break, you know, and listen to Bible sermons and stuff like that, and then or comedy shit, whatever, and then I'll fucking go back to the stock shit. So there's ETFs, there's mutual funds, there's NFTs now.
You're mentioning some NFTs?
No, fuck no. I hate that. That's even a thing.
I'll tell you what, Chewy. You give me $1,000 and I'll give you a picture of a gorilla with some sunglasses on it.
Nice.
It's always going to cost you $1,000. And let me guarantee you this, Chewy. This is the only gorilla with these sunglasses on here. Only ones in existence.
No one can screenshot it.
No one can screenshot it. And you can sell this for way more money than you just paid for it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that's probably a possibility. But, no, it's just like REIT. I don't even fucking know. Like, I just know there's mutual funds, index funds, ETFs, and then there's like...
Here's one.
Bunch of stuff.
What you gotta do is you gotta get a pussy picture of a famous actress. Make it into an NFT. That's what you make your money.
I own that celebrity's fucking pussy.
Yes.
Pimp it out.
Oh, yeah, pimp it out. Fuck out, bro.
Like, there's no other... Okay, whose celebrity's pussy would you have? Okay, let me ask you.
Irma Derman's. Kill Bill. Kill Bill pussy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I bet you that brings some big bucks.
She's old, bro.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. She's Kill Bill, bro.
She is Kill Bill.
Bet you're going to have big bucks, bro.
You're telling me... Alright, well, okay, let me ask you a better question. Who would you, hypothetically... Let's say you were a straight-up simp. Okay?
A simp?
Yeah, like simping over a girl, right?
Okay.
Like a celebrity. Who would you straight up simp over? Anybody in the world that's got to be famous, somewhat politically, Hollywood, or whatever the fuck.
Penelope Cruz.
Penelope Cruz? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she would be.
Let me see. I want to see her.
Penelope Cruz.
I want to see.
She's older now.
I know she's cute. I know that. I know who she is.
Penelope Cruz. Penelope Cruz. But she's just like, she seems like the type that would she seems like the type that would take advantage of the simp. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think her husband is the billionaire or something like that. But Penelope Cruz. Just move it around.
You know what I've noticed?
What?
I think we're attracted to Mexicans, like Mexican girls.
Mm-hmm.
She looks Mexican.
Oh, no, she's totally Latin.
Is she?
Oh, yeah, totally. I don't know if she's Mexican.
She's cute.
That big ass titties.
Yeah, she does.
Big old titties.
Look at the guy she's with. It's like he has your body.
Yeah, no, I think he's a billionaire, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What movies has she been in?
A bunch of movies. Husband.
I haven't seen that movie.
Yeah, this guy's a legit billionaire, bro. Oscar Baron or whatever the fuck his name is. He's a Spanish actor, won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Action Performer. Okay. God, I could have swore he was a billionaire. God damn. Chuyito has a strong stream of piss. I don't know. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh man.
What movies was she in?
Oh, she was in a bunch of movies.
I don't even know. I know she's an actress.
Oh, she's okay. She was in Training Day. She was
Training Day?
Yes, she was Denzel's girlfriend.
No.
Yes.
No.
That wasn't Penelope Cruz?
That was fucking that chick with the mole right here. Eva Mendes.
Oh, that was Eva Mendes, wasn't it? She was in Dogma. I know that for a fact. You're right. That was Eva Mendes. Let me see. Oh, shit. Let's do the movies. She was in a bunch of movies. Okay. Parallel Mothers. Okay. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
Vanilla Sky.
Uh-uh.
She was in Vanilla Sky?
I don't know that movie.
Bandidos. She was in Blow.
Blow?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's a good movie.
Zoolander 2. Let's see. A bunch of fucking movies that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Honestly. Gothica.
Oh, okay. That's like an older fucking horror movie.
Uh-huh. G-Force.
Is that the cartoon movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zoolander. Sex and the City 2.
Is she the cute one in all the Sex and the movies or no?
No.
Oh, okay. Alright. Now, I got a better question.
What's up?
Top 10 movies. Or top 5, whatever.
My top 5?
What's your favorite movie? And then what's your fucking, list them off. Like, the ones that you think are, the best movies ever made.
Man. All of the Tarantino movies.
All the Tarantino movies?
All the Tarantino movies.
Even Reservoir Dogs?
Reservoir Dogs are one of my favorites.
Okay.
Django? Django is one of my favorites. Fucking Inglourious Basterds, one of my favorites.
Never seen it.
You never seen it? Dude, how long do you have? We watch that shit right fucking now.
I'm almost the only one to watch it.
Why not? It would be up your fucking alley, bro.
Maybe. I don't like it. You know why? I wanted to watch it, but I never got the chance to. And then I got older and I was like, fuck that movie.
Yeah,
you know why?
Why?
Because it does that same shit. It does all the fucking time. Nazis.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, how often do fucking you? There's a Nazi movie coming out almost every fucking year. How evil and how fucking crazy they are. Like, yeah, I get it, but it's Jewish propaganda. There's Stalin, communism, but nope, it's always Nazi. There's fucking the Armenian genocide. There's like a billion fucking like. Hey,
you sound like a white supremacist, Churrito.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I get the point, Jeez. You know, so it's like, oh, I know it's about Nazis. And at first, I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. Never got around, and now that I got the chance, I'm like, almost at a protest, I'm like, it's so easy. You know, it's like, yeah, ooh, the bad guys are Nazis. Mm-hmm. Give me some more intellectual, like, oh, these are, okay, I see how bad these guys are. Every fucking year, Hollywood produces a fucking, because of the Jews, right? They control Hollywood.
This year, Nazi movie. What is it?
I don't know, but I guarantee you there's a fucking Nazi movie this year.
Oh.
How bad they are. Never once how good they are.
Mm-hmm. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Anime. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Nazis are in it.
Good.
Good Nazis.
I know. The good German shoulders.
Yo, shit! You seen it? You seen JoJo? It's such a great show, isn't it? Is, yeah. It's so ridiculous.
I love the first season because I'm like, oh shit!
It's so ridiculous.
I'm like, hold up. I look up and I'm like, when was this fucking made? 1987. That's fucking like, to me, I'm like, whoa. The writing here is good. Like, it's funny because there's like a thing that happens where you're like, I have a thought in my head. Like, I'm like, the older movies or anything made back then. It's probably cheesy, lazy writing, or not, like, you know, I'm thinking like the Three Stooges, like, oh, like, that's a comedy, like poking the eyes. And I'm like, I never liked older shit, and then I was like, hold up, this is made in like the 80s, you know, and the manga was made before that. Like, this is some good fucking writing, dude, and I like the fucking way they made it. It looks really fucking good. The way they think,
the monologues, the ridiculousness of everything.
Yeah.
It is ideal.
Yeah, deal. Yeah. It's a good
Brando.
Me and my daughter watch it.
Oh, it's a great fucking show. A little homo.
Oh.
Just the way the people are dressed.
Homoerotic?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
Well, all anime is really homoerotic. They're buff dudes looking all sexy. They have that V line right there going to their cock.
That's all JoJo, bro.
Yeah.
At one point, the grandson is wearing a half shirt, bro. Mm-hmm. He's wearing a half shirt. But then I'm like thinking, like, this guy looks very gay. But then he's a playboy. He's over here fucking spitting game on these bitches, man. You know?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, such a great show.
I put it on as a, like, fuck it. Let me see. Well,
let's see what's going on with this shit.
And I clicked it. I'm like, whatever. Because I've been, like, watching a lot more anime. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fucking good, dude. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm not even done.
Yeah, me neither.
But the part is, the thing that sucks is sometimes, like, I'll put it on and I have to go do something. Because I have to, like,
it keeps playing.
Yeah, it keeps playing, and I'm just like, I go back, and I'm like, I'm sure I didn't miss much.
No, but you do.
I'm sure I do. Every episode's like a new thing. Yeah. So sometimes I go back, but not all the time. But it's a good
German soldiers.
Good. But they demonize him.
They do demonize him because they're fucking Nazis, bro.
Yeah.
They're actively Nazis.
Yep.
During that time period,
but they have honor.
Nazis.
But they have honor. But you know what I realized too?
What's up, bro?
Japan doesn't think of Nazis like the way America does. Japan still looks at them as allies, like from the Sixth Axis. Mm-hmm. So there's like stores in Japan that are like Hitler and Nazi like storefront looking things, and they're just like selling clothes and shit. Like the swastikas in front, but that's their like, that's normal. Whatever, who the fuck cares? You know, there's
not in Germany.
There's not Jews. Not in Germany. Germany is like, you fucking Zika. You're getting arrested.
You are.
There's been some Chinese, some Japanese or Chinese, Asian descent, whatever the fuck. They've gone over to Germany and gone to like a public square in front of like Germany, like tourists, you know, and then they've Zika and took a picture, and the police came and arrested them. They had to pay a fine, and then that's it. And it's like, what the fuck?
We can't fuck around.
Yeah, they overcorrected. They're almost practically Nazis again.
Yeah,
they're like, yeah, we're controlling your every move now.
But now
on the behalf of Jewish people, and Jewish people are getting fucking paid by the government. What does that fucking call it? That shit that black people want here? Reparations.
So if you're a Jew, move to fucking Germany.
Well, I think you got to be like historical Jew there. Like you got to have like a great grandfather that's been in Germany And there's a shit ton of Jews over there in Germany.
Oh, I bet they are. They get that free money.
I hear a lot of shit about Jews being nasty in sex. Like they like shit play, they like piss play a lot. Like the Germans are usually like nastier than like here in America it's taboo. Like you're fucking over there in Germany they're more like that's like more common.
Are you talking about sexual acts?
Sexual acts.
Like shit play.
Shit and piss. It's more
like
common
you're gonna shit on a girl and then fuck her in the shit?
Yeah, or something. Like it turns them on to shit on like degrade these fucking
bitches.
But there's different parts of Germany, you know, where like they're really Christian. Or like kind of more like good and shit. And then there's other parts of Germany where they're just like city people, and then they're just like crazy as fuck.
Remember that Biggie intro song in one of his albums? He's talking on the phone. He's like, what happened last night? Like, this chick, man. So I'm fucking this chick, right? I'm fucking her. And all of a sudden, this chick goes, shit on me. And I'm like, bitch, what? Shit on you? I'm like, I might shit on you by like fucking you and never calling you again, but nah. This bitch wanted me to actually drop my drawers and shit on her chest. And everybody started laughing. Ha, that's so fucking funny. And he goes, so anyways, after I shitted on her.
I've never heard the...
Never heard the clip?
I don't even want to play it because that will get copyrighted. How about you play it for me real quick?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking... Do you think you ever shit on someone?
Huh?
Do you think that's hot at all? Shitting on someone?
Would I shit on somebody?
Yeah. I mean, pause it. So that was a real call Biggie made talking about shitting on a girl.
Called Nasty Boy.
Called Nasty Boy B.I.G. Anyways, I got to the app again.
You just did it right now?
Yeah. Took me like 2 seconds. Right, so you do this.
Lock it.
That, you see?
Lock it.
Oh. Where's your lock? Right here?
Somewhere. Oh, look at that.
All you gotta do is, I mean, you can still control the audio or the volume, like, as you, even when it's off.
Very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I was gonna say, I put it right there on your home screen next to your Facebook. I deleted my Facebook.
You deleted the Facebook?
My Facebook.
Did you have an intervention?
Dude, I was hyper addictive, dude.
No shit.
I think everybody knows, but just so you can have all your shit there. I was hyper addictive and everything, dude. I did it because my wife is trying to go into the police academy, so I'm like, I'm not gonna have all my shit there, dude. Like,
it says my account already exists. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, maybe it's this. Oh wait, I think you're already logged in. Maybe no. It says right there, right? That's funny. Anyways, the point is,
who knows what the point is? I sure shit don't know. So yeah, I know you're addicted to Facebook. A lot of people are.
Yeah.
A lot of people are addicted to their phone.
Yeah, dude, and I like my Facebook. I get a lot of shit, but it honestly, dude, like I would get home sometimes and I'll just be on my fucking phone and I mean my Facebook and shit. But
doing what though? I don't understand.
It's just a fucking like the news and being a part of a group.
The news?
Yeah, like I got a lot of news from there, dude.
Yeah? That's
Yep.
the phone right there, Chiquito. That's the phone right there, nigga.
For your password? I got your email already. Do you think I'm like racist or something though?
Yes.
It's a real cool shirt.
I got it for Christmas. A coworker of mine bought it for me.
Nice.
I think he wants to fuck me.
Yeah?
Nah.
You know how crazy the fucking cost of copper has gone up?
Yeah.
It's crazy because it's fucking...
Bam, I'm in.
I bought that thing. You're in.
Yeah.
Is that all your shit right there?
I'm pretty sure.
Whoa.
What's up?
Black women twerking.
No.
I'm just kidding. Just a bunch of gayer shit, like anime. No. But yeah, there you go. You could play it, and it shouldn't give you any more problems anymore, dude. There you go.
Nice.
So that should replace your actual YouTube.
That should. And it did for a long time, and then it stopped working.
That's weird. Yeah, anyways. What else do you want to talk about?
I have no idea.
This one's more like calm, huh? This podcast. I'll upload all of them, dude. There's like so many of them, though.
Uh-huh.
I have on my phone. I'm like, fuck, this is a banger.
It's a banger.
It's a banger.
Look what I got right here.
What's that? Oh, shit. Should we do it? No, I'm just kidding.
Look what I got right there, Chorito. Look what I got right there.
That was the elderly, bro.
Oh, man. Anyways, do you want to cut this one short?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. All right.
See you. Bye.
See you sexy motherfuckers later.
Peace.